Welcome to New York, 1874, a time of excellent hats, but very few other protections, especially if you were a child. In 1874, horses had more rights than children. In a crowded tenement lived Mary Ellen Wilson. She was so undersized that at 9 years old she looked to be about 6, and she was cut, bruised, and terrified. And when Mary Ellen finally went in front of a judge, she said quietly, "Mama has been in the habit of whipping and beating me almost daily." Here she is in the only clothes that she owned, that she wore to court, and the same clothes that she was rescued in. But then came Etta Wheeler. Etta Wheeler wasn't a relative, and she wasn't a social worker, as those didn't exist yet. She was just a missionary who happened to be at the right place at the right time, and who saw a child suffering and refused to look the other way. So Etta took it upon herself to go to the police, and their hands were tied. They did nothing. She went to the courts, and again, they did nothing. She went to city officials in New York, and they all did absolutely nothing. So Etta did what any determined woman would do. She found a loophole. One big, ridiculous, historic loophole. She went to the ASPCA. That's right, the Animal Protection Society. And Etta said, if you can protect horses, why can't you protect this child? And the ASPCA said, you know what? You're right. Like, what is a child but a small animal? So together, they all marched into court to tell Mary Ellen's story with Mary Ellen. And you know what? The court listened, the judge listened, and the city listened, and the whole country finally listened to them. And for the first time in American history, a child was legally removed from an abusive home. Grew up in a loving home with adoptive parents who loved her. She grew to be an old lady. She was a mother herself. She lived a long, quiet life, just like the one that she deserved from the start. And whatever became of Etta Wheeler, well, her courage sparked the very first child protection agency in our country. So the next time someone says that one person can't make a difference, you can just remind them that a single woman, a terrified child, and the ASPCA invented the first child protection agency. And I said earlier it was in the country, but it was actually in the world. Think about that.